Club, fellow members, and our guest, very good evening to you all. Thank you very much for joining the Bahrain's IT Professional Toastmaster Club meeting number 27. I'm your Sergeant at Arms, Distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Jalal. Before we start, few rules. Just make sure you have identified the emergency exit from wherever you are, either your office or your home place or somewhere outside. If you're driving, please be careful with your driving. Stop the car somewhere and focus with us in this meeting for 2 hours. Keep on your AC in the car if you are in your car, but keep driving safe. Just like my phone, please keep your mobile phones and any other audio or voice making devices to either silent or switch them off if they're not required to be turned on. If you have an emergency, please mute the session and attend your calls. Keep your cameras on throughout the session so we interact with each other, we know the reactions, and let's enjoy the meeting. To start the meeting, let me invite our young and dynamic club president, who is always available to support all the clubs, all the members. Not only that, he's also a director and he also supports other areas. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, please join me in welcoming our dashing president, Toastmaster Ahmed Saleh Al-Blushi, to take the control.
Thank you very much, DTM Khaled. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you for your nice and sweet word as usual. And with that, I will call the meeting to order. Thank you very much. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, a very lovely, good, excellent evening to everyone over here. And I hope that you will enjoy every single moment in our meeting. I apologize if you can see me, maybe I'm waiting or something because I had to run away. I have so many things to do, and you see, even I didn't put this cables on my phone. So, the ITP is honored to host this meeting, and we are honored for our guests to be over here. And also, we are so happy that tonight we'll be inducting 2 new members to our club, where it will excel our vision to the moon, as they say for the cryptocurrencies always. Toastmasters, I did it 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. I didn't thought that Toastmaster will take me really to the moon. At least half the way or 25% of the way. Why? Thank you very much for DT and Khaled, because he showed me this pathway. I got lots of encouragement from him and other Toastmasters and DTMs. How Toastmaster improved my life, improved my skills, improved my quality. It even improved my career, the business that I'm doing. And this is all because of the skills and experience that I got from the Toastmaster. Now, it's not only that you do speeches at Toastmaster, it is more than speeches. It is that you take roles, you take responsibilities, you are accountable for what you are doing. This is how, just consider yourself that you are at workplace, not only in the club. You are doing a voluntarily work or something that is a fun. It's fun, yes. It's enjoying, yes. But it's a responsibility. Not for others, it's for you. It's for you as a person. It's for you as a human being. It's for you as a worker, as staff, as an employee, as a father, as a friend, as a positive person in this community. This is what Toastmaster taught me. This is what Toastmaster taught lots of people. If you really want to take that step forward, then you have to take it very seriously. You can take it seriously with fun. Enjoy it. It's all matter. I have seen lots of people who are saying that I don't have time. I'm busy. And if you can see, he has lots of hours but they're not managed properly. That's all. That's all. Not more, not less. Toastmaster will take you as a member or a speaker or a role player 4 hours per month for your own club. Do you think it's hard to find these 4 hours? It's not hard. It's just you need to manage your time. If you want to go a step further, then volunteer in some other clubs. Do speeches, do roles in other clubs. Just another 2 hours or 4 hours per month, 8 or 10 hours per month. It's a perfect investment for yourself, for myself, for you, for any Toastmaster. That's why I always encourage the people to join Toastmaster, because it is adding real value to their lives. Not only this, you know people, you meet people, you learn from them, you have connections, you have contacts, you will know when you need something, you can at least ask for a help. This is how Toastmaster improved the life of others, it improved my life. Lots of people over here, we have role models over here, can prove that how Toastmaster was something that improved their life and their career also. My dad, thank you very much for giving me this small portion to talk about what was in my heart and in my mind. Let's first see our guests and hear from them. We have guest Toastmaster Murtaza Ahad. Please, can you just introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. Thank you for giving me the virtual floor. Hello, everybody. I am Toastmaster Murtaza Ahad, the founding peer manager for Bangladesh Toastmasters, which is in District 41. I am a member of Northside University Toastmasters, which is a university-based Toastmasters club in my country. And this is my first time visiting a club virtually in Bahrain. So good to be here. So over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Murtaza. I think next meeting you have to be a member with us. Thank you very much. Toastmaster Jayanti, our dear friend from, yes.
Good evening.
Lovely voice.
It's really great pleasure to see you all. Nowadays, I'm looking all the club meetings because I am the sergeant at arms in my club. So I want to know the correct flow of meetings. So I'm looking the standard meetings. That is the purpose of joining your meeting. I learned how to open. Really, thank you so much for the great invitation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. You are always welcome over here. You are part of the family always. Toastmaster Amanda, our existing member, but she is not a member, but she is already a member. How can I say it? I don't know. But she is part of this family since the establishment of BITP. Toastmaster Amanda.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, everyone. My name is Toastmaster Amanda, and I'm a member in 3 clubs. So my first club is Sri Lanka Club Symposium, and then I'm a member in Bahrain Distinguished Toastmasters Club and Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. But Bahrain BITP has been my second home, my second family. The members are my second family, and it's always a pleasure to be with you all. I wish you all the very best for a successful meeting. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Amanda. Thank you very much. Toastmaster Amanda is a good stranger. She's the one person that she was, as I said, with us since we established BITP. Hisham Muhammad. Toastmaster Hisham Muhammad.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you all?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Good, alhamdulillah. Actually, I'm not sure I'm already a Toastmaster or no, but you called me Toastmaster because this is the first time I have been introduced to this, and this is my first meeting with you all. And I hope the journey continues, and it would be a great, learning experience throughout, and hopefully it would be beneficial for everyone and for me also.
Inshallah. Thank you very much, Toastmaster.
Welcome, Toastmaster Shakil is waiting for you, sending the form for.
Yes, definitely.
That's great. Great. You will love it. You will love it, Hisham. You will love it, inshallah. Okay. Let's take quickly our youth leaders. I have many of them. Youth leaders. I have Aisha. Aisha, can you introduce yourself, please? Aisha Ali. No? Okay. Ahmed Farouqi. Ahmed Farouqi. No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, introduce yourself, please.
Yes, sir.
Ahmed Farouqi. How are you?
Fine, sir. I'm fine. Alhamdulillah.
Great, Ahmed. I know that you are one of our young leaders. I want to hear from you in 30 seconds. Just tell me about yourself. Tell me why you are here.
So tell me about it, sir. I'm Mohammed Ryazaddin. I am a member of the youth leadership program of your club. And I'm here because I got a message on WhatsApp saying that there is a meeting. So I just thought I would attend and look what a professional Toastmaster meeting would be like.
It's good, very honest. Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you very much. Zurafa. Zurafa.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Good to hear your voice. Tell me about yourself for a few seconds.
My name is Zurafa and I'm studying 8th grade in the Asian School, Bahrain. And the reason I joined this meeting was I always wanted to know how the Toastmasters meeting have been done, like professional types. And I have a dream to become a Toastmaster like you all, like you are my inspiration. So that's why to know that. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zurafa. You will be, and we will be in YTP as well.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Khadija. Khadija. Let's hear from you, Khadija.
Good
Zara.
evening.
Good evening, Khadija. Your voice is it's not
Yes,
clear.
sir. Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Experience How they. Good evening, everyone. My name is Khadija Zara, and I joined this meeting to experience about Toastmasters, how professionally it is done, and I am very happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Khadija. You are one of the experience. Again, you are with us soon. Zayed Mullah.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alaikum salam.
My name is Zad, and I'm basically here because first I'm given a role to do, and like an honest person, first I will complete my role, and second, I wanted to hear how to do.
Your voice is gone. I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's okay. He was muted.
Okay. So let's go for the last one, Mohammed Fawaz. Mohammed Fawaz, let's hear from you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you? How is everyone? I am Mohammed Fawaz. Studying in class 11 of Indian School, Bahrain. I got the meeting link, so I just joined to see.
Okay, thank you very much, Mohammed Fawaz. We are good. Thank you very much. Everybody's over here. I love the place. I love the people over here. This is the place that I supposed to be here 10 years ago, not 2 years ago. Thank you very much for everyone who recommended me to. Actually, the person who brought me in here, he enforced my name there. And he always enforcing my name everywhere he wants me to put me there. I don't mind, no problem, because that made me. Okay, we're on time. We are not delayed. I mean, exactly. I'm handing over now. We are going to the real session. I'll be handing over the mic to our Toastmaster of the day, or master of the ceremony, the person, I call him the dynamo of the club. person that you can depend on him, the person that he takes the lead by himself. I will not talk about his resume. He's an IT expert. He's doing a great job in his position as a VP Education. And I really, I want to thank him from this platform for all his effort that he's doing for BITP and for the Toastmaster everywhere in the world. Him and the other person also, Tawfiq, and all the Toastmaster in BITP, you are doing a great job. Thank you very much, again and again and again. And now I'm giving the mic to our brilliant VP Education, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mohammed Ryazaddin.
Thank you, Mr. President, for your warm welcome for my introduction. It is my pleasure to serve as a Toastmaster of today. Before introducing the theme of the day, let me explain the agenda of the meeting to the guest. Toastmasters meeting in general divided into three sessions. The first session is the prepared speeches. The second one is table topic. And the last is evaluation or the feedback session. Now, I call all the role players to introduce themselves. Prior to this one, just I would like to say few things about theme for today's meeting. Today's theme, organize your time. Most of our new member, non-Toastmasters, while they use their time anonymous or without any in and out or start and end. So all Toastmasters, our meeting started exactly on time and finishing on time. That's why you can see our agenda. There is a start and the end time. Organize your time. I've already attended last session from the district, conducted how to organize your time, how to organize your things. So you need to follow, you use your Google Calendar, you use your personal device and try to manage yourself. The purpose of choosing today's theme, organize your time. Someone said how we can organize the time. Most of them Toastmasters, they are all the time available. It is not right, because Toastmasters teaches us to organize your time. If you want to learn about Toastmasters, give to yourself in a day, maybe not more than 1 hour. You give in the morning 30 minutes and in the evening you can give 30 minutes. 1 hour is enough. This is for yourself, not for anyone. The purpose, most of them, they join Toastmasters because they want to manage not only the time, they want to learn as a communicator and a leader. So they have some goals in their mind. With that, they will use. And we have a classic example of our club mentor, charter president, DTM Khalid Jalal. He is managing his time for his personal, managing his time for Toastmasters, managing time for his office, and managing time for mentor and mentee relations. I really inspired from him. I will coming back to each and every role player, what you need to do it, and I will pose one question for you. Are you ready? Say thumbs up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. As I have mentioned, we have 3 sessions. First is prepared speech, second is table topic, and third one is evaluation or the feedback. Now, as per the agenda, I need to call introducing the timer. He is enthusiasm, leadership in him. He is the youngest youth leader, Zayed Mullah, and his videos are amazing. Really, later I will show you his video. And youth leader Zayed Mullah, can you share for the today's what is your role as a timer?
Yes, sir, yes. Greetings, Mr. and Mrs. Toastmasters, fellow youth leaders, and guests. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to the specific speech time. Speech time should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Toastmasters.
Thank you, youth leader Zayed Mullah, for your role as a timer. I do really appreciate you note the times and listen to the Toastmaster about the speaker, about the time. Excellent. Thank you so much. Give a huge round of applause for the youth leader Zayed Mullah. He is doing for the first time as a timer to the Toastmasters meeting. Now I have a next role player. Again, the youth leader, they are passionate future Toastmasters. And when I asked for the role to do as a grammarian, and she accepted. And she is our youth leadership program as a best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic, best role player, all the qualities, whatever you ask as a youth leader or the Toastmasters, she is performing very well. Now I would like to invite our grammarian of the day, youth leader Zurafa Mohammed, explain her role for today's meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Toastmaster. Greetings, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any of outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is prioritize, meaning to treat or consider as of greater importance than other matters. Synonyms: organize, order, and arrange. Antonyms: disarrange, disorder, and dearrange. In sentence, the town council hopes to prioritize the bridge construction project at the next meeting. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I'll give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you.
Excellent, youth leader Zurafa Mohammed, for explaining about the word of the day, prioritize, which is relevant to the organize your time. Excellent. I encourage all our speakers to use word of the day, prioritize, about organize your time. Now we have the next role player, which is accountant. None other than he is our security expert working in Ahli United Bank, and our vice president membership, Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, all. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means, this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shakil Sheikh, for doing today as a counter role. I encourage all our members not to use ums, and yes, and again and again. So this is the counter role. Thank you. And now we have a great personality, which I have seen her while I was joined for the first time Toastmasters as a guest. And I really inspired from her evaluation, speech, organizing time, prioritize the things. We have to really inspire from her, which is none other than Toastmaster Amanda Robert. Explain her role for today's meeting as a general evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening. My role as the general evaluator is to evaluate the meeting in general. I will call for reports from the speech evaluators, timer, grammarian, and our counter. Next, I will comment on the quality of the meeting and points to improve about the meeting. And I will see you all during the general evaluation session. Back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. So her role is to overall see the meeting where it is need to be improved, not to criticize. Thank you. And now most awaiting, our new member is waiting. So we need to call him as a Toastmaster. Right now, he's Mr. Riaz. So now our VPM also is smiling to induct him. So without further ado, I would like to hand over to our Vice President membership, Toastmaster Shakil. Virtual screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. You are doing a great job. And it's a pleasure to introduce new members to the club. And I feel really happy, grateful. We all have done a lot of work, efforts from your side, actually, Faruddin. So let me introduce Mohammed Ryazaddin. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct Mohammed Ryazaddin into the Bahrain IT Professionals Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion, both for the new member and for our club. He has come to Toastmasters seeking to improve his communication and leadership. And we now have an opportunity to help him learn, grow, and achieve. I will now call our new member come forward. Please hold your applause until the ceremony is completed. Okay. Mohammed Ryazaddin, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As a member of the Bahrain IT Professionals Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Mr. Vice President Education, have the new member been given an opportunity to discuss his needs and goals with the club? Has he been told how the Toastmasters program works and informed of the many benefits he will receive, as well as the obligations of membership? Mr. Vice President Education. Toastmaster of the day, Ryazaddin, can you please confirm?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Who has been assigned as mentor for the new member?
This is Toastmaster Mohammed Ryazaddin assigned as a mentor for the new member. Over to you.
Thank you. Actually, Mohammed Ryazaddin, you are lucky. He is your mentor. He is very good.
MashaAllah, appreciate, sir.
Thank you. Would the Toastmasters please stand? As experienced Toastmaster, you have been asked to help the new member get off the good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new member so that he can immediately begin to benefit from the Toastmasters membership? This is for the mentor, which I believe is yes.
Yes, I do.
Thanks. Mohammed Ryazaddin, membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently toward your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, our new member, to dedicate yourself to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please face your fellow members and affirm your membership by repeating the following words. Can you please raise your hand, Mohammed Ryazaddin, like this? Yes. Thank you. And repeat after me. I, Mohammed Ryazaddin.
I, Mohammed Ryazaddin.
In the presence of my fellow members.
In the presence of my fellow members.
Of the Bahrain IT Professionals Toastmasters Club.
Of the Bahrain Toastmasters International.
Make this firm obligation.
Make this firm obligation.
To attend meetings regularly.
To attend meetings regularly.
And prepare fully for each assignment.
And prepare for the fully assignments.
To apply myself to the projects.
To apply myself for the projects.
Outlined in the Toastmasters education program.
Outlined in the education programs.
To participate actively in club activities.
To participate club actively.
To evaluate others.
To evaluate others.
In a positive, constructive manner.
In a positive and constructive manner.
To build open, friendly relationships.
Open, friendly friendship.
With my fellow members.
With my fellow members.
And to bring other new members.
And to bring other new members.
Into the club.
Into the club.
So that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
So that they can also gain the benefit of the Toastmasters.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Would all club members please raise your hands? And repeat after me. We, the members of the Bahrain IT Professionals Toastmasters Club.
We, the member of Bahrain IT Professional Toastmasters Club.
Pledge to support you.
Pledge to support you.
In your quest for self-development.
In your quest for self-development.
To provide you. Positive, helpful evaluations. To maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere.
To maintain a friendly atmosphere.
to give you opportunities
to
To
give
give
you
you opportunities
to help others
to help others,
and to make your Toastmasters membership
and to make
your Toastmasters membership
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Thank you. And now we can call him Toastmaster Mohammed Ryazaddin. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
welcome Toastmaster Riyaz.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, sir. Thank you.
welcome to the club.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome, Toastmaster Riyaz.
Thank you very much.
Can we hear a few words from our new Toastmaster?
Yes, sir. First of all, I would like to thank you very much to extending me an opportunity. It's a privilege to be here on the Toastmaster Club. I am myself, Mohammed Ryazaddin. I work for Almoid ICT. I am from sales and business development background. I help my customers for offering a digital transformation technology business. I have joined Toastmaster Club with an intention to improve myself, to enhance my articulation skill and presentation skills. Inshallah, with your cooperation of the team, other team members. So I look forward our kind support to reach my goal. Over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
We all are here to help you and support you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome Toastmaster Ryazaddin to wonderful club called Bahrain IT Professional Toastmasters Club. Without further ado, now our first session is a prepared speeches. So one of our speaker is having some emergency. He left for the day, but I arranged one more youth leader ready to give the speech. So Toastmaster Anis, still your evaluation you can do. And first we will start with the prepared speech with Toastmaster Tawfiq. So I would like to invite our evaluator, Toastmaster Gangadhar Rao, to explain the speech criteria for the speaker number 2. Welcome to Toastmaster Gangadhar Rao. Toastmaster Gangadhar Rao.
Master of Ceremonies, maybe you can call him. Maybe he has some issue with this audio.
Yeah, can somebody call on his mobile? Should I call?
Yeah, he's back now. Toastmaster Gangadhar Rao.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you explain the speaker criteria for our Toastmaster Tawfiq?
Oh, okay. Sorry, the first speech is over. I thought second speech I was waiting.
No. Actually, first speaker, he got emergency. He left for the day.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Our speaker, Toastmaster Tawfiq, today is delivering his level 2 speech from the Pathways Dynamic Leadership. Introduction to Toastmaster Mentoring is the project. And the purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of previous experience as a protege. I wish my speaker all the best. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gangadhar Rao. Explain about the speech objective for our speaker. Now, I would like to call our
prepared speech, none other than one of the passionate Toastmasters who is ready to help anytime in all level. District 20, working under CGT team with tightly pressure, with all his good efforts. People are connecting with him, and sometime he is also doing his fabulous job as a vice president public relations for our own club. By profession, he is a sales manager and YLP coordinator, and one more specialization from him. He is from district 57. I brought him in district 20. So he joined with our club and he's doing amazing job. So our speaker, he's attempting dynamic leadership. Level 2, Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. Toastmasters Tawfiq, the education journey. Toastmaster Tawfiq, education Germany. Over to you.
How many of you are mentors in here? Please raise your hand. How many of you are mentees in here? Please raise your hand. Do you all agree that mentorship is a two-way street? Please raise your hands. You can raise both or one. On that very question, let me thank the Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Toastmasters, respected honored guests, who begin with a wonderful 57th meeting. Let me begin with my journey as mentor. In personal life, my first mentor is my mother, who always fostered me, inculcating me the right way of doing things, correcting me, educating me, and leading me to the right direction. I'm sure you're well aware of the fact that God himself can't be physically present. And hence mothers are the first indications of sovereignty of God in our lives. Mothers teach us to have the confidence and belief in ourselves. I was a very lazy and average student in class, but she encouraged me. And that is the reason where I am today. In Toastmasters, my first mentor was Madam President Cynthia Stott of Leaders Worldwide, who helped me gaining that visibility, developed my inborn talent, and brought me to a platform where I could challenge myself. I still remember and recall the very first call she made. And it was a very formal conversation. And she asked me, Tawfiq, what are your goals? And with those goals, how can I support you in achieving it? That really shook me up. It shook me up because I wasn't prepared to face such a question on the very first formal call. But slowly I realized that what she meant, even though she's not my official mentor, but surely she's been the angel guardian to support, guide, motivate all throughout. At my local club, I have been assigned the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mohammed Ryazaddin. He's my mentor, who's a busy Toastmaster. He eats, he drinks, he even sleeps, and now he's breathing Toastmaster. With the skills that he developed during this pandemic, going online, browsing, developing himself, that's the resources we need. With this overwhelming way of work, he put me in several teams, as he just mentioned just now. He put me in the CGD, he put me in the PR, he put me even in the area. That's the resources, that's the attraction which gives you Toastmasters platform. You can go and get the leadership roles. You just need to dedicate that time. So for all the prodigies and even the youth leaders among us today, I will give you 3 important questions that are of prime importance. First, you ask your mentor. You ask your mentor, where would they see themselves in the next 3 to 5 years? This is the way you engage with them. You engage with your mentor and build that confidence. The second, you need to set the goals. What goals you will require to set? What is the duration? What time? It is important to know the journey that may be difficult, but it is achievable. And it's only way to accomplish it. You can do it by guidance, you can do it by experience, you can do it by passion. I haven't completed my path here, but I'm passionate by dedicating my time, effort towards the same, which brings me now to the final and most important point. Challenge yourself. As a prodigy, I think it is important to keep challenging yourself, because without challenges, there can be no growth. There can be no advancement. With the mentor, challenging yourself becomes even more rewarding as they become your coach. They become your thought partner. And sometimes they become your champion and sponsor. It is because of their belief in you. In summary, firstly, you engage with your mentor or your mentee. Second, set that goal and work towards the direction to achieve it. Thirdly, set a challenge, overcoming any obstacle or fear in one's thoughts. You don't need to have that fear. In conclusion, I must state that now I'm also a mentor to my sister and my wife, who are trying to get into Toastmasters to speechcraft. So I'm able to guide them on how they should be taking up their projects. As I just mentioned very beginning, it's a two-way process. Once you become a mentee, you acquire the knowledge, and then you pass it on to being a mentor. It's definitely a two-way process, and that's my tip for all of you youth leaders. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tawfiq. Such a wonderful speech about mentor and mentee. I really inspired. Thank you. Now, as one of our speaker, he is having some emergency. He is left for the day, and our evaluator is waiting for the next speech. I called for one of the youth leader, and she ready to accept and give her speech for today. She is, what I know her, during her school YLP program, first time attempted as a best evaluator, best master of ceremonies, best speaker. Wherever she joined, she is getting all the time inspiring the audience. I'm talking one of the youth leader of our youth leadership program, Khatija Zara. Speech title, Nature, the World's Best Teacher. Khatija Zara, the World Best Teacher. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the Day. Nature, the world's best teacher. Even not our school teachers. Nature is a great teacher. No wonder our ancestors used to look up to nature to understand about life itself. Our ancient scriptures are filled with hymns devoted to nature, as we treated nature as God in many instances. The sun, moon, trees, rivers, fields, etc. all were treated as divine creatures. Good evening, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Nature is the world's best teacher, and I totally agree to it. Let's see what we could learn from them. Sun, the giver of light, energy, seasons. The list is endless, countless. But what we could learn from it? That this is how when we are in the position of power. Have you ever noticed? Many a times the sun is covered by the clouds. Yet, what does it do? Does it wrestle with the clouds to show who is greater? It does not take the cloud's moment of glory. That the cloud would overshadow somebody as great as the sun. Instead, the sun gives the cloud a halo, its silver lining, making the cloud look more beautiful than before. Humans, especially us leaders, need to learn this from the sun. But that when one is in a great position of power, it is not necessary to take away the limelight from others all the single time. Appreciating others not only add to the person's glory, it also makes you look forward seeing you again. Moon, the best hour of calm, cooling sensation to the aggrieved or restless mind. The moon changes its shape every single day. It's called fickle. But have you ever visualized the moon with a sad expression? No, never. In any shape, it seems that the moon is always smiling. Whether it is a wide crescent smile, or an open-toothed smile, or a peaceful full moon smile, it always seems that it is happy and filled with love. It doesn't matter that it is faced with every change every single day. It still inspires hope and love. Trees. Trees. What could we say about trees? The nature's ardent helper, giver of oxygen, provider of the shade to the tired traveler, health giver, shelter provided to the birds and other creatures. The tree never knowingly harmed anybody. Instead, it feeds the hand that hurt it, whether one pelts it with stone for the fruit or cuts it for the wood. The first knowledge of virtues like patience, forgiveness, generosity must have come observing the trees. Learn from it. Many people come in your life, hurt you, smack you down. You have to forgive them and just move on. River. The river is one of the most important ecosystem in this world. It is the giver of life to the fields, animals, birds, and humans alike. It finds its way through the mountains and hills, through rocks and stones. It is playful in some places, tumbles down with the road, is very peaceful sometimes. It finds its own sweet music, makes its own part, and there is nothing that can stop it. No, not even the biggest boulder. And best of all, it accepts its merger into the big wide sea. Can human life and its final journey be any different? Last but not the least, the fields. Barren sometimes and sometimes slushy, or verdant green sometimes, or brown otherwise. The fields reflect so beautifully every season. They are willing to bear the pain of plowing and weeding to give the farmer their best crops. Even when the crops are cut, they are neglected. They sprout grass to feed cows. to bring out from the depths to give them some feel replenishes its reserves. So, in business, when we face downturn, that is the time to start collecting our energies and build up more reserves so that the time is right. We were able to give our best. This is all we learn about nature. Whatever I speak about it, it's going to be endless. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Youth Leader Khatija Zara. Such a wonderful speech, and it's very informative. Now, most awaiting session, our youth leaders and guests are waiting. Guess what is happening for the next? As I told you, this meeting is divided into 3 parts: prepared speech, table topic, and the evaluation. Now we reach to number 2, that is table topics. He is my mentor. He is a person having vision to make District 20 to be number 1. The person who served as a president, as a vice president, as a area director, division director, now in district trio. I wish him, let him go further above the district. None other than our own member, district club growth director, DTM Khalid Jalal. Screen is yours, our table topic master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mohammed Ryazaddin. Before I say anything, just let me ask, is my voice clear to everyone?
Yes.
Time to time I have internet issue. I don't know why, but let me clarify that. Second thing is, before I go, it's very important that I should prioritize few things. Number 1, our Toastmaster of the day, he mentioned I have vision. So can anyone say I have vision? Yes, I have vision problem, not a vision because of my glasses, right? Now, in Toastmaster, we do a lot of fun, especially for our young leaders and our new members who just inducted and our guests. We do a lot of fun. We do a lot of fun in different way, keeping the core values, of course, intact at all the time. One of the fun is we joke, we say good jokes in our club meetings, so everyone is motivated. Second thing is we do a lot of fun with our table topics. A table topic is something which actually bring a lot of members to the club, and many members, they come to the club just because we have table topics. Now, who doesn't know what table topic is, first of all? Let me expand my screen here and ask. Okay, who doesn't know what table topic is? Our president doesn't know. Our new member just inducted doesn't know. That's acceptable. Anyone else? So only 2 people in this club, they don't know what table topic is. So Mr. President, you need to have a special session on table topics. So in the interest of our new member who has joined, and of course our guest is already an experienced Toastmaster, let's see what table topic is. Can someone unmute and tell me what table topic is?
Okay, it's a 1 to 2 minute impromptu speech, and the topic is given, and the green card is shown in 1 minute, 1.5 minutes the yellow card, and at 2 minutes the red card.
Thank you very much. You did my job today. So half of my job is done. Thank you very much. Now let me ask a question to our new member, Toastmaster Riaz. It's an impromptu speech. That means someone just asks you something and you have to give a speech, just like you're in a club meeting, in an office meeting or sales meeting, somebody asks you something and you have to think and give an answer, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why you are in Toastmaster, to improve your communication. And one of the things which Toastmaster helps in quick thinking is table topic, right? So table topic is, it is for impromptu speech. You have to think on your feet immediately, which you do always in your job, right? Now,
yes, sir.
Yeah. So what happens? And this is for everyone. Now, in table topic, we listen. So we increase our listening power, hearing power. We focus a lot what the other person talks or he's telling us. We think what he has said, what can be a good answer, how I should respond to him, what are the right words or right flow of my talk back to the person who's asked me something, right? So 3 stages. Now, like any speech, it has a good opening, body, and conclusion. When we have to deliver a speech, we always take care of the opening, body, and the conclusion. That's exactly like how we write a memo or an email to somebody, right? We have a good opening, then we go to the actual core content, then we give a conclusion, right? Okay. Now, when we talk about the timing, it's like our guest Toastmaster Murtaza has mentioned, it's 1 to 2 minutes. But in Toastmaster, we always have the buffer of 30 seconds, be it a speech or table topic. Keep in mind, table topic is also a mini speech. It's a fun. Try to attempt as many meetings you attend. If there is table topics, please attempt it over here, or even if you're a guest in any other club. Now, there are different type of table topics, how we approach it. Right? One of the approaches is called prep, or prep model, or prep approach. PREP, position, R for reason, E for example, P for position. Now, what does that mean? If a question is asked to you or a topic is given to you, you basically say, I agree or I disagree. So you take a position. You are with the topic or you are against the topic. And if you take that position, then you have to give a reason why. I can buy anything with money. No. Okay. Why you said no? There should be a reason why you said no. So give the reason. Support your reason with an example. Then come back to the same point. This is why my position is yes or no, 2 or 4. I'm with it or I'm against it. Let's buy a firewall. Yes or no? We have 3 firewalls available. There's no reason to buy any firewall. All the firewalls available will not be sold because of the COVID. So let's not buy additional firewalls. Right? We all in IT fields, we understand firewalls or what it is. Then the second model is basically you give an answer, then you give a reason, example, and you give a message. When a topic is given to you, you give your answer based on the topic or the question given to you. You have to give a reason to your answer, why you have given that answer. It's again a reasoning. You give an example, and then you leave a message. What is a message of the talk you have given? The third is time bound, is past, present, and future. You talk something about the past, you compare it to the present, and you give an example of the future. For example, COVID. How was the life before COVID? How is the life now? And how was going to be the new normal? The normal, new normal, the new normal. Okay. So different way of approaching any topic given to us. Sometimes we are with our CEOs and he asks us some report. We go very well prepared. The whole night we work. I know Toastmaster Anis, usually he responds to emails 2:30 in the morning. He has all the things prepared, and immediately I ask him, what about something else, which is not even, I've not even asked him. Then he has to prioritize his thinking, his documentation, and he rewrite me an email. And then I say, okay, thank you very much, but that was not important. Then he thinks, why he asked me all these questions? But we do ask questions. People do ask questions. So I will not go in much detail. We already covered. Today, our theme is about time management. So I thought I'll come with some topics and we discuss, we enjoy, we'll have fun prioritizing our time. Few tips I thought I would include. When it comes to time management, we have to set a goal, and our goal has to be correct. Then only we can manage our goal in terms of time. We have to prioritize. I wish I get the first award in terms of the word of the day, because even here I have prioritize. So you prioritize what you want to do. We set a time limit that by when, how we can achieve it. Break the task to smaller tasks so that you can achieve them, right? Organize yourself. You should have a calendar, you should have a diary, you should have known the task, you should have the resources available. Organize yourself how you want to achieve certain tasks so that you meet the deadline. Remove the non-essential task. Anything which is not important at this moment, leave it for later on. You finish all the important tasks now, or those which can be done now, do them now. That's how you can do things faster and you have enough time to do the other job. If you have the complicated task, it might take you longer time. The task which can be done in 5 minutes, you will not finish them even. Just think of how we attempt the exams. We always take the easy questions, we solve them, then we go and attempt the complex questions. We hope we can answer them, yes or no. That all depends on the examiner when he look at our paper. And we plan ahead that what we want to do. So we prioritize the whole cycle of our time management. Tips are over. Now we'll come to topics. Now topics are very simple. I'll give you a few images, few scenarios you need to talk about. Those scenarios, very simple, but all of them are relevant to time. Now my topic which I will ask, you have to explain why. I'll show you a picture. There will be something and you have to say why from your perspective. Can I have a volunteer now? Any volunteer? Or I'll choose somebody.
May I go ahead first, if that's okay?
Oh, okay, our guest wants to go ahead. Excellent. Now, you need to explain why 99% of people fail because they leave today's work to tomorrow. Why? According to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the topic, Table Topic Master. 99% of people fail because they leave today's work for tomorrow. Fellow Toastmasters, I believe that the biggest reason why that is the case is due to one thing that Brian Tracy, one of the most famous self-development gurus, he said. And he said something. He said that in our lives, there is always something that we are trying not to do. Maybe it is a very, very important part of our lives. It could be, let's say, going for an interview or actually studying about a company where you want to actually work for. Or, for example, you're working at a company and you can do even better at your job and you're not doing it. Maybe that is joining Toastmasters. And he said that this very big thing, this very important thing, this thing is actually a frog. And what you have to do that, you have to eat that frog. You have to eat that frog. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that you have to do the most tough thing, the toughest thing that you're trying to avoid. You have to do it the first thing in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, we offer our prayers, and then we actually write down the top 3 things. And the first thing is usually the most important thing and the thing that we most want to avoid. So we have to do that thing. And that is why 99% of people fail, because they leave that very important thing. Maybe a lot of us who have joined Toastmasters, we're not part of the 99%. We are part of the 1% because we have taken the decision that yes, we are going to be joining Toastmasters and we're going to be making the most of our time in our company, in our professional lives, in our social lives. But most people, they do not. They avoid, they think, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll join Toastmasters the day after. Maybe I'm going to join Toastmasters in December, and that day never comes. So no, let's not be part of the 99%. Let's be a part of the 1%. So over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much. Very well. Please give him a huge round of applause. Now, which model he attempted? He gave the answer, he gave the reasoning, supported with various examples, and he left a message. Right? And let me tell you from the message, he said, what's the most difficult thing when you get up in the morning? I don't know about you all, but for me, the most difficult thing after getting up in the morning is actually getting up in the morning. Right? I don't know how many of you understood that, but that's very difficult for me to get up in the morning because I go to bed actually in the morning. So to get up again in the morning is challenging. But yes, you have to get up in the morning. Now it's time to express your personal story. I want somebody to express his personal story, and I'll show you what it means, what is the image. Of course, everything is very simple. You just need to look at the image and tell your personal story related to that image. I know our president is very good telling personal stories. So, Mr. President, you want to go ahead?
It's okay.
Thank you. When the president says it's okay, that means my promotion is confirmed. Mr. President, it's very easy for you, right? It simply says you have to express your personal story when you look at this image. Time spent playing with children is never wasted. Time spent playing with children is never wasted. Your personal story on this. Mr. President.
Children are angels. Fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, good evening. Yes, I do agree with this. Children's, whatever you do with children is never wasted. Now, from my own experience, when I was retired 3 years back, where I missed my eldest kids who were already in the university. So at the time when I came and I wanted to spend some more time with them, they had their own life. But I had one kid, he was 10 years old. When I spent the time with him, and I was prioritizing my work or my time or whatever, because it's important, because I'm doing it, it's my own time, it's my own business. When I was prioritizing my time to match his time after his school, after his waking up and all these things, I realized that human beings, they need to put some time during their career life and do not waste that precious, valuable time with the kids. Because you will come one day, and if you stay at work late all the time until you are 50, 55, and 60, then you will regret it. When you reach that age, seeing your kids become old or they become that much big, which they have their own life and they don't spend it with you. Yes, time spent playing with children is never, ever wasted. Thank you very much. I'm back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. What an attempt using the PrEP model. You immediately said, yes, you agree to this statement, and you supported it with the reasoning, examples, and again, you said why it is important. I have a 7-year-old daughter. Yesterday, I bought few items for her use, and then she was insisting for a mobile phone. And I told her, we'll not buy a mobile phone, and she was very upset. But actually, I went out and I bought her a mobile phone. The whole evening, the most innocent smile I've been seeing on her face, worth millions and millions and millions. And I spent the whole evening with her yesterday. So time spent with the children is never wasted. Even till she was sleeping, that beautiful smile was still there. And I have captured that in my eyes and still is in my eyes. Whenever I think of my daughter, that smile is there in my eyes. So time spent is indeed is invested, not wasted. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Now, I think we still have time. It's our third topic. You have to either agree or disagree. So anyone can agree or disagree. I can see a few hands raised. Young leader Zayed, you have raised your hand before. You want to attempt?
No, sir, that's because like I'm trying to pin the timing for you.
Okay, sure. So young leader Khadija, you have raised your hand. You want to attempt?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So you have to either agree or disagree. Simple. No amount of money or success can take the place of time spent with your family. No amount of money or success can take the place of the time you spent with your family, with your mom, father, sister, brother, friends, cousins, whoever. Young leader Khadija.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. I strongly agree to this statement that no amount of money or success can take the place of time spent with your family. As we know, money can't buy love. Money can't buy family. Money can't buy time. Money can buy nothing except what we need. Time spent with our family is the most precious thing because we laugh with them, we play with them, we share our feelings with them, and the most great thing, we be with them. Money is the only thing that makes a family away from us. What if we have a lot of money? We went to visit many places. And then we bought many luxurious items too for our family. But what our family actually needed was love and time. But we didn't care because we were rich, we were busy in spending money in luxurious items, buying new properties, buying new things, and going and reaching towards success. We forgot about our family. So I say that money or success can't take the place of the time you spend with your family. So spend with your family, share with them whatever happens. They'll always help you and it will give you a relief in your heart. Thank you.
Thank you very much, young leader Khadija. Do you know which model you have attempted?
Yes.
Do you know which technique you have attempted?
No, agree or disagree mentally.
You agree and disagree. That's a prep model. You immediately said you agree or you disagree. You gave a reason. As young leader, I've seen many seasoned Toastmasters. They don't follow some technique and some format, but you as a young leader, you have followed it. Excellent. Please give her a huge round of applause. And Mr. Toastmaster of the Day, one special award for her from my side. We'll finalize who will sponsor that, but yes. Okay, who will go next? I just want to know your views. You have to explain your views. We have our guest, Mr. Hisham. Mr. Hisham Muhammad, do you want to try it?
All right, no problem. Let me see.
Your views, right? Whatever is your views, you have to just talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, so we have our guest, Mr. Hisham Muhammad. You're still not Toastmaster, right? If I understood correctly?
Yeah.
Next meeting, he will induct.
Yeah,
Next meeting, he will induct.
You need to know who to contact now. So
Yeah, sure.
I just want to share your views on this. We have
Steve
Steve Jobs. We have Steve Jobs. Let me complete first. We have Steve Jobs, who actually suffered a lot towards his last days. He was hospitalized. He was very weak, and finally passed away. He is the owner of Apple, and what he did, he had an Apple all his life. Now, what do you think from your views? He might have lived longer or might have lived healthy even till the last day. Your views on that?
I'm not sure actually about it. Let me rephrase what you have said, that because of eating apples every day, he could have lived better, or he could have lived longer. I'm sorry,
Your
I didn't get your
can say
question.
anything. It's open forum. Open forum.
Okay, but basically, I haven't really understood the question itself completely.
My question is, Steve Jobs is the owner of the Apple.
Yeah.
He's the one who invented Apple, iPhone, all the devices.
Yeah.
He was a very healthy and wealthy person. But towards the end of his age, he was suffering health issues. He was hospitalized and he passed away. Being the owner of Apple, according to you, as per your views, do you think he might have lived healthy life?
Yeah, I think so, because taking that position and being responsible for like such a great company, and he lifted that company from the ground, and he he really made the biggest company in terms of consumer market. See, taking a responsibility, taking that position it always comes with a price. That's what I believe. So as according to me, yes, he might have lived longer, but it's not may not always be true. It might be some cases, taking that big responsibility and then delegating those responsibilities to the others might have relieved him. I don't know how he was handling like his operations or whatever his leadership was. So I really don't know.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sham. Good attempt. This was your view. Nothing right, nothing wrong. It was only your view. So, and you have expressed your view. And I think if he has eaten the apple fully, would have lived healthier all his life, because he just had a one bite and left it. So if he had more apples every day, might have left healthier. And my young daughter, she brought me not an apple, but mango juice. I don't know if it's visible or not. Mango juice for me, not an apple. Thank you very much, Mr. Hisham.
Thank you.
I have one more topic. It's about you. I want to know about you. Who wants to attempt? Something about you. Who wants to go? Or we have our general evaluator. If you want to attempt it, also you're welcome.
One more youth leader or Toastmaster.
Any hand raised? Or we have a young leader. Our evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Anis. About you. I think that's why you raise your hand, right? And Toastmaster Anis, yes. So
yes,
about
sir.
You have to talk about how do you manage your time? I see you online the whole night, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you respond to email. So how you manage your time the whole day?
Thank you, Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, guest, everyone. Well, time management, I would say, has become a part of our day-to-day activities. Irrespective of how you plan your activities, irrespective of what you do, still time keeps following you, time keeps pulling you. How I manage my time, I would say, would be on 2 aspects. One thing, how how much I can give, how much of time I can give to my family, how much of time I should be giving to myself, and finally, get the work done, all my official work to be completed. These things play a major role for me on a day-to-day basis because I have a newborn who's just 8 months old. I have my son who's going to online schooling. I have wife who complains that I have taken her personal space. And end of the day, I have an organization who says they are providing me the funds and the money so that I can feed and manage everything. This is the criteria, I would say. Managing on a basis of segregation is what I do. Maybe from 7 o'clock in the morning to let's say 7 o'clock in the night, I somehow manage my workplace and also the place for myself, where any time given, I would say I would do my reading, I would do my initial preparation, and also any of the exercises, what I can do for myself. Next, I give my complete dedication towards my family so that they know I am there for them, for their needs, for their wants. And finally, during the after office hours, I still get some time out for my own personal space. Definitely, you would be seeing me online, but I might be on Netflix, I might be on any other Prime videos, watching and enjoying myself. So this way, I spread my time and make sure my commitments are all done. Back to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Anis. I think the simple formula is like this. If you're married, let your wife manage your time. And if you are still not married, let your mother manage your time. And you will always manage the time. Mr. Timer, do we have enough time or we have crossed the time?
No, we crossed the time for 5 minutes, so we need to stop.
So with that, let me wind up. Thank you very much, all who attempted. It's a table topic is something important in our life. We should learn because that's how we start thinking on the feet. It gives us a lot of power of thinking. We think quickly, we think faster, and we can respond faster. I wish you all the best, and back to you, our table Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you to DTM Khaled Jalal, such a wonderful table topics, inspire the guest, inspire the youth leader, and how to organize their speeches in upcoming contest. It's a very informative. Now, already we passed 5 minutes more, so I will introduce our next session. As I told you, we have 3 sessions. One is prepared speech, that is done. Second was table topic is done. Now next, third one is evaluation. Before bringing to the virtual floor to our next general evaluator, she joined Toastmasters in 2019, member of 3 club, Sri Lanka Club, Symposium Toastmasters Club, Bahrain District East Toastmasters Club, Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club, currently serving as a PR manager for Division C. None other than a charter unofficial member. Hope she will be member of BITP if president is sponsored. Toastmaster Amanda, virtual screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ryazaddin, without taking more time since we are 8 minutes behind the schedule. Let's quickly go to the timer. Timer, can I have the timing for the prepared speeches and the table topics, please?
Yes, ma'am, sure. So first speaker was Tawfiq, sir, and he spoke for 6 minutes and 24 seconds. So he actually exceeded the time by 24 seconds. And then next to us.
I'm sorry, 6 minutes, sir?
24 seconds.
24, okay. So no, his speech was 5 to 7 minutes. So he has not exceeded his time. Okay.
Then next speaker was Khadija Zara. She took 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So she is in time.
Okay, right.
Next,
and what about the, yes,
table topics. And then first was Murtaza sir. He took 2 minutes and 22 seconds, but the time was actually just for 1 to 2 minutes. So we exceeded it. Next was Ahmad Balushi sir. he took 1 minute and 50 seconds and he is in time. Next was Khadija Zara once again, and she took 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then the fourth speaker was Hisham sir, and then he took 1 minute. And then the final speaker was Anish sir, who took 2 minutes in that. Yes, that's all.
Thank you, timer. Right, let's move on with the evaluations now. So the first evaluator, let's call upon Toastmaster Gangadhar Rao to evaluate Toastmaster Tawfiq's speech. Toastmaster Gangadhar, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. How many of you are mentors and mentees? What a direct question in a Toastmasters speech. It is always good to start any speech with a good question, or opening question. Many times we open with the quotations, but the question is the one which will wake up. And another important thing today I have seen is in speeches, immediately after opening the speech, he made all audience to do their exercises by raising hands exercises. This is a typical approach many sessions, many trainings people follow to wake up the people, so that physically make them active audience. I like that trick particularly, which I definitely will be using in my next speech. And the way he started the speech is immediately audience are connected. When you start anything in your life with your mother, referring to your mother, the audience will immediately engrossed into the speech. And we all agree that our first mentor is our mother. There is no other second thought on that. And the simple ways of a mother's mentorship, he explained in a beautiful word saying, correcting, educating, and teaching how to lead life. So there is a three steps approach is clearly mentioned, his personal story as such. And another most good thing in life is that when you become an expert in life, when you learn something, recollecting, remembering your gurus, your teachers, always referring to them. That is a respect we always give it to the people from whom we learned anything in life. Here he immediately recollected his first mentor, Cynthia Scott, who started his mentor in Toastmasters. Then he referred to Toastmaster Mohammed Ryazaddin. There's a good way of referring to your gurus who has been your mentors in the past. And mentoring journey and the simple 3 rules of mentoring. It's a key to the any mentees to learn in Toastmasters. He explained that in simple 3 rules. Apart from that, the most important thing I always like Toastmaster Tawfiq's speech is excellent gestures, the body language, what he uses, the vocal variety, mainly the clarity, comfort, and interest. These 3 is always there in Toastmaster Tawfiq's speech. The only recommendation, one thing always I keep repeatedly doing this for Mr. Tawfiq, Toastmaster Tawfiq is make your speech, enjoy your speech. Many times I see that you are stressed out delivering serious, delivering with lot of stress with the delivering the speech, or you are trying to emphasize, but try to show some humor, enjoy your speech when you are delivering so that it makes lighter for audience. With that excellent speech, and he is done his level 2 project, and I wish the speaker all the best with his next project. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gangadhar. Now let's move on to the second evaluator, Toastmaster Anish, to evaluate young leader Khadija's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Fellow Toastmasters, YLP leaders and guests, firstly, I would like you all to put your hands together to one of the future leaders, Khadija, who grabbed the opportunity at the very minute offered. Khadija, great job done. Now, the speech about Khadija, the introduction, her body language, her hand gestures, and her confidence are like exemplary and very commendable. The topic, nature, the best teacher. As a student, definitely she could have taken about the different teachers. But however, The primary feature for us all we see would be the nature itself. The way she gave the examples of sun, even being in power, still giving the space and the limelight to the other components, such as your silver lining, was very nice. The way she used the moon example, always managing and maintaining the smile, irrespective of its shape, was something creative and also imaginary. Definitely the trees, on how she's mimicked generosity of the trees, giving shade, relating multiple topics together of how trees are beneficial not only when they are alive, giving shade, fruits, and also when they are done as part of furniture, housing, and everything. The river, the life source of all living beings, beautifully explained how it is giving across the very source of life, and also how playful it is across mountains, making sure they have their fun all together. Finally, she had covered fields, which says how beneficial it is giving to the resources and the nourishment to the living organisms. The main commendable thing would be how she has captured the time, her entire approach. I would say she's one of the great leaders I would look forward for. My recommendation definitely would be to make sure she interacts more with the audience, she engages them so that people would be more active and also reactive in their approach. Back to you, Toastmaster and also General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anis. Mr. Timer, can we have the timing for the evaluators, please?
Yes, ma'am. The first evaluator, Gangadhar sir, took 3 minutes, so he's in time. And the second evaluator, Anis sir, took 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So he's also in time.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. All right, so let's move on to my comments, the general comments. I will not take more time. I'll quickly read out my comments. So when I joined at 7:22, most of the members and guests were here and they were socializing, which was very good because most of the members were here on time, before time. So that's a very good sign to start the meeting. And today's theme, it's very much going with the theme. So being on time is very important. Being punctual is very important. So organizing your time is very important. And most of the members were here on time, and well done, members. Right. So meeting started on time at 7:30. And DTM Khalid, without any hesitation, he took up the role as the Sergeant at Arms and he started the meeting on time. So well done, DTM Khalid. And then Mr. President, as usual, delivered an inspiring speech about the benefits of being a Toastmaster, which was very helpful for me also to remember again why I joined Toastmasters. Well done, Mr. President. Loved your speech. Then, Mr. President, he made sure he introduced each and every guest who attended today's meeting. So, well done. Then the induction ceremony was done professionally by the Vice President membership. I had a small doubt, but then you cleared the doubt. I was just a bit worried that you got the pledge before inducting the member, but then after inducting the member, you got the members to give the pledge. So that was done well. Good job, Mr. Vice President membership. Then comes the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vikaruddin. As usual, very enthusiastic. He took over the meeting and he introduced the team and he introduced the role players. Well done, Toastmaster Vikaruddin. Good job. Then when it came to the role players, I was very happy to see this young leaders taking up roles in Toastmasters meetings and doing it. It was very inspiring. So Timer gave he introduced himself very professionally. The grammarian introduced herself very professionally, and also our counter introduced his role and informed everyone what his role was. So then when suddenly when the first speaker said that he had an emergency and he had to leave, I was wondering now what's going to happen. There's only 2 speeches in the agenda, and now what's going to happen? And Toastmaster Vikaruddin, hats off. You thought out of the box. I don't know whether we could even think like that. You thought out of the box, and you quickly called a young leader, and you got her to get ready with the speech. So well done. Now let's move on to the speeches. Toastmaster Tawfiq, I really loved your speech. It was very beautiful, and talking about mentors, and you being a mentor, you being a protege, talking about your mentors, it was very inspiring. Now let's move on to the second speaker, young leader Khadija. You are an inspiration for all Toastmasters. We have been in Toastmasters for so long, but today you taught us something. This is a good example. This is a good lesson for us as Toastmasters. We should always be ready with a speech or two. When you get an opportunity like this, quickly grab the opportunity. Now today what she did was, she got the opportunity to speak and she didn't hesitate. She was so brave. She quickly grabbed the opportunity and she delivered a beautiful speech. So hats off to you, young leader Khadija, and I would request all of you all to give her a round of applause because she deserves a round of applause. Well done. Then let's move on to the table topics. I loved the way DTM Khalid explained the table topics, and he explained 5 categories, and he made sure he called guests, members, young leaders, whoever was here, and he covered all those 5 categories. But I would rather say you could have prioritized on the main points and introduced those because the introduction itself took about 9 minutes. So you could have reduced your introduction a bit, like you could have reduced your introduction and given the opportunity, but you made sure you did all, you took 5 speakers and you covered all your areas that you spoke. Other than that, I loved the table topic session, and I was praying that you should not call me, and you did call me, but then, yeah, that went off. So well done, DTM Khalid. Once again, you did a marvelous job. Now, there are some points that I would like to point out for y'all to develop in your future meetings. Now, when you saw, now most of y'all were here at 7:15, or by 7:20, everyone was present here. So when y'all knew that there was no sergeant at arms, y'all could have quickly spoken to someone, or y'all could have had, or your exco member should have had subcommittees, so that if in case if there is the sergeant at arms is not available, the other person is ready to do this. Now today DTM Khalid, he took over and he quickly did it without any hesitation. But in case, just imagine DTM Khalid got late to come. Now who would have done this? That then your time would have gone and your meeting wouldn't have started on time. So make sure that in case that there's your sergeant at arms or whoever, an exco member doesn't come, your subcommittee members have the subcommittee and get your committee members to be ready. Then another thing that I would want to point out, now Toastmaster Vikaruddin said that The general meeting is divided into 3 categories, which is the prepared speech, table topics, and the general evaluation session. But normally, a general meeting is divided into 3, correct? The first is the business session. Second is the education session, where the prepared speeches and table topic falls under, and then the general evaluation session. Now, when we talk about the business session, there was no officers' reports today. I don't know why that did not happen today. So the officers' report was not there, and the previous meeting minutes were not read. So I would recommend you all to at least, or if you all are sharing your meeting minutes among your members, at least propose and second the meeting minutes in a general meeting, so that it will be minuted in the next meeting, next minute. So next time try to do that. And even the agenda, if y'all were not going to do a business session, y'all could have like at least explained that to the guests who are here, because normally a general meeting is done in 3 parts, which is the business session, education session, and the general evaluation session. So, and the agenda was not finalized, proposed, and seconded, because in case if there was a change in your agenda and it was not proposed and seconded, then that would be another problem. So in your next meeting, remember that also, to finalize your agenda and propose and second it. Evaluators, both evaluators did a great job by giving a beautiful evaluation to each speaker. And I hope the speakers took the points to improve your speeches. But I would like to recommend evaluators also, when you're doing your evaluation, it's better if you can stand and give your evaluation. In case you're trying to talk about the speaking area, and if you're going to sit and if you're going to talk about that, how will your speaker know about it? Because evaluation is also a mini speech. And so make sure that next time when you're evaluating, generally, evaluators, when you're evaluating, make sure you stand up and you deliver your evaluation. Overall, it was a beautiful meeting. I enjoyed today's meeting. I am very happy to see the young leaders taking up roles in a Toastmasters meeting and coming forward. Well done, everyone. And that's all from me. Now let's move on to our grammarian for the grammarian's report.
Yes, ma'am. So today no one used the word of the day, and everyone had a very good usage of the words. And I really liked the way the table topic speaker used the word, used that no money can buy love or families. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, I used the word of the day once prior times. It's okay. Right. Next, let's move on to our counter.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I noticed Khadija Zara repeated the word so 4 times, and Murtuza repeated the word most 3 times. Then CGD Khalid Jalal, he repeated the word so 3 times, and he repeated another word now 3 times. And Murtuza repeated the word most 3 times. Toastmaster Vikaruddin, he did and 2 times. And Toastmaster Gangadhar Rao, again he had 1 times. And Anis, he repeated word well 2 times. And that's about it from my side. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Accountant. Now I would like to hand control back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vikaruddin.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I request Toastmaster Tawfiq if you can launch the poll so we can make as a best speaker, best evaluator, and best role player. Now a screen is coming for the best speaker. I encourage everyone vote for the best speaker.
It's all in one.
All in one, okay, great.
And President, you can see the results, so you can announce it directly.
Yes. How can I could not vote.
You're not supposed to vote, President. For
Yeah, okay, I will share with. So 4 votes cannot, okay.
Why I cannot vote and get the link?
Because you want to see and you want to announce, Mr. President. So that's why you cannot vote. But you can see and you can straight away share and you can mention whoever is the winner.
Okay. Done?
Done it is. You can just announce. You can just announce.
No, Toastmaster of the day, you need to hand over. Toastmaster of the day.
Yes. I want to announce or you will announce?
No, Toastmaster, just hand over to President and he will announce.
Okay, okay. Now the time for the vote of thanks. I really thanks to first our general evaluator, her busy schedule. She has given for us the time for general evaluation. Thank you to general evaluator Toastmaster Amanda Robo, and she has shown her face. So before she disappear, I request PPPR take the screen or the pictures. Can you switch on all of them, the camera on? So we will take all of them. And I really thanks to our youth leader, Zayed Mullah, and youth leader Zurafa, youth leader Khatija, youth leader Soha Aslam, youth leader Ansara, and youth leader, there is one more, Ahmed Faruqi. He's the person always is coming at the end and he's winning the show. And thanks to our guest, thanks to our new member, Riaz, and thanks to our ExCom. Thanks for each and every person who will part of our meeting. I really enjoyed and hope in the coming meetings, we will enjoy a lot. And with that, I would like to hand over back to our Mr. President, Toastmaster Ahmed Baluchi.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Master of the Ceremonies. And I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. And at the end, we saw Amanda. Thank you very much for switching on your camera. Okay, let's before we do anything, let's take a photo, a group photo. Who's taking?
VPPR. Okay.
If VPPR is going to take the photo, he will not be in the photo.
Stop.
Done.
Thank you. Now, let me just announce the winners. I'll go very fast because still we have 5 to 6 minutes, but I'll go very fast because of this, the closing. I want to hear from some of the guests over here. Of course, the best speaker goes actually, it's very close, but Khadija Zara, she got higher votes, and I liked her speech. It was, as the general evaluator said, it was motivational actually. And I love to see youth in the front and take the lead. It makes me feel joy. It makes me feel that the world will be changed one day with these youths. Thank you very much. Lara, you should join BITP, huh? Please. VP membership. Approach her. This evaluator is tied 50-50. Toastmaster Gangadara, Toastmaster Anis, both of them, they have done a brilliant job. Thank you very much. This table topic. Well, actually, Toastmaster Khalid, if it reminds you about something who is always collecting the awards all the way. It's again, so youth leader Khadija Zara, she got actually 67%. So it means that even she beat the president. Good, Khadija. Again, you will have to come to the ITP. Okay, best role player is Toastmaster. Well, sorry, it's DTM Khalid. DTM Khalid Jalal. It's again very close between the DTM OD and DTM Khalid. But of course, everybody is a winner. Thank you very much. And to see, winning award or getting your name is not the point over here. Everybody's winner over here. Toastmaster is a winning stage for everyone. Yeah, and I'm sure everyone agrees with me on this. Before I leave, before we close, now you agree, I know. You are the first one who agrees. Otherwise, I would not be here. It's DTM Khalid because he's shaking his head. He's saying, no, you don't agree. Okay, 30 seconds for everyone to tell me, specifically the guests, what do you think about this? What do you think you want to do in the future if you are not a Toastmaster? And if you are a Toastmaster, what is your plan? I will start again and go back to Toastmaster Murtaza.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, for giving me the virtual floor again. And well, with regards to the meeting, I think it was professionally done. I really like the membership induction. I remember we did that when we had physical meetings as well at a university-based club. And I think the use of slides was nice as well, with regards to the particular members. And yeah, overall, I enjoyed my time, and I'd like to take some learning back to my home country in Bangladesh. So yeah, over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Mr. Murtaza. We have Hisham. Hisham is here still, no? Or he left?
He left, but he is next week he will be inducted.
Okay, good, fantastic. Amanda, Toastmaster Amanda.
Toastmaster Shakil Ismail is coming like a moon.
From you again. I love to hear your voice.
Toastmaster Ahmed, I told you everything that I could say about the meeting, but you know, I really enjoy coming for attending your meetings. Unfortunately, I have been very busy, and sometimes I'm not even able to attend my own club meetings. But I made sure that I'll come for today's meeting, and I really missed attending your meetings, and it was a great pleasure being with you. And I'm waiting till the physical meeting starts because I really want to come to visit meetings and have that gathering, or like have that get that exposure again what we used to, because this is, we feel, even though we get a chance to meet everyone, but I miss being seeing each other physically face to face and talking to each other. So as usual, I loved your meeting, and I'll try my best to come again for another meeting.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster. By the way, there is a surprise. I don't know if DTM Khalid he will say it or not for the physical meetings. I will leave it for him when I close. He will say yes or no. Okay? I want to hear from the young leaders. 30 seconds for each one. I'll start with, I will leave Khadija until the end.
9:30 is over, so you can adjourn the meeting, then you can start with the guest.
No, I have 1 minute.
Okay.
Zayed.
Zayed Mullah.
Zayed,
Yes,
can I
sir.
Yes.
So what's the question?
Nothing, just tell me about your feeling. What do you want to do next?
So I would, if I would be like a Toastmaster, I would like to inspire others, because this is a platform so that others can learn, they can improve, So yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. Ahmed Farouqi, tell me, 15 seconds.
Mr. President, with your my apology for the interruption. I need to leave because I have another meeting to catch. So I'll excuse from now.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, then, okay, with this, it's 9:30. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for your being over here. And with that, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.